Even in 2024, the Asset Lab is still one of the best businesses for making money solo in GTA Online. In this video, I'll explain exactly how it works, everything you need to know about how to unlock it, exactly how to use it, and exactly how much money you can make. So if you enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be awesome. If it helps you out, subscribe for more stuff like this, and let's jump into the Asset Lab. First things first, how do we actually unlock this? What you're going to want to do is go up to the R that's on your map at L County. It's going to set you off on a little short story. This is just the first mission of 6 missions you're going to need to complete in order to unlock the Asset Lab. The first mission takes you right here. The next 5 will take place outside the freak shop in the city. After you've completed the first mission, just go over to this D on your map and start 5 DAX missions. Upon completing all of these missions, your character will steal the brigade 6x6 and store it in the freak shop. From there, you have one more mission to complete. You'll have to go to one of these 3 rival labs somewhere in Los Santos and complete a short forklift mission. You're going to need to put these 3 crates onto the back of the truck in here and then drive it back to the freak shop. Once you've done that, you can finally buy the Asset Lab. Once that's all done, go inside the freak shop, come over here and talk to this character here. His name is Mutt. Pay Mutt $750,000 and you've got yourself an Asset Lab in the back of the brigade 6x6. Before I get into the details of exactly how the Asset Lab works, one of the most important things I'll go over in this video is the equipment upgrade for the Asset Lab. This is going to quadruple your profits for this business. To unlock it, go talk to Mutt in the freak shop, click on the Asset Lab upgrade, and you can see here that in order to unlock the equipment upgrade, you will need to complete 10 DAX missions. To start these missions, call up DAX on your phone and request work. These missions are pretty simple and should take about 5 to 15 minutes to complete. They'll also pay you about $50,000, 48-minute cooldown until you can do them again. You need to complete 10 of these in order to unlock the equipment upgrade for the lab. So that's going to take you about 10 hours, alright? Start these as soon as possible because we'll get into it in a minute. When I talk about the profits from this business, this upgrade will more than quadruple the amount of money you can make. Okay, let's talk about how this Asset Lab works and how you can make money. Well, just like the other 5 MC businesses in the game, as well as the bunker, this business is a passive business and works in a very similar way. You've got your supply bar on the bottom right, and over time M, who's in your Asset Lab, will convert those supplies into products that you can eventually sell. However, there are key differences with this business that makes it a bit unique and, in my opinion, better than the other businesses. So first things first, how do we get the supplies for the business? There are 2 ways you can do it. If you're a veteran, you already know this by now. You can either steal the supplies or you can buy them. This will put you in a mission where you have to go out, steal the supplies, and bring them back to this Asset Lab. When you're in this mission, once you collect the supplies, you can actually just request your Asset Lab and bring it pretty close to you. To do that, head into your interaction menu, go down to services, click request Asset Lab. This is going to spawn it nearby, meaning you don't actually have to go out far to deliver these supplies. Being able to do that is pretty big improvement over other passive businesses in the game, but the same problem still remains. If you're doing this solo, one steal mission is only going to fill up just 1 of the 5 supply bars. It's going to be more effective just buy the supplies. So how do we do that? Well, there are 2 ways you can buy the supplies for the Asset Lab. The first is going inside the Asset Lab, talking to Mutt and resupplying them for about $60,000. The second way, if you're not inside your Asset Lab, is to just call Mutt on your phone, and you do that same exact thing here. Either buy the supplies or source the supplies. And that's right, I didn't misspeak. Resupplying this business only costs $60,000 as opposed to $75,000 with the bunker and MC businesses. So you're going to be saving yourself about $15,000 when compared to these other businesses, which is pretty nice. It means we get a bit more profit, so I'm not complaining. Now that we have a full supply bar, how much money is this going to make us and how long is it going to take? Well, first, let's talk about if we don't have the equipment upgrade. Without the equipment upgrade, 1 full 5 bars of supplies will make us $237,000. That's going to take us about 1 hour and 52 minutes and 30 seconds to completely fill your Asset Lab without any upgrades. That's going to take you 3.2 full bars of supplies, or if you're measuring it in fifths that it shows you, 16th of those mini bars. I hope you haven't skipped your math class. Let's do some math. That means to completely fill your Asset Lab, this is going to take you exactly 6 hours with a full value of $237,000. So how much money does that make us per hour? Well, if we were stealing supplies, we could get $38,000 per hour. However, if we bought all of our supplies, that would cost us about $192,000 to get 3.2 bars of supplies, meaning our total profit across the 6 hours would be $45,000 or $7,600 an hour. So safe to say, just like all the other passive businesses in the game, do not buy the supplies for this business until you have the equipment upgrades. Now, if you do have the equipment upgrade, which after you complete those 10 DAX missions, it's going to cost you about $250,000, bringing the total cost to $1 million for this business. But once we have these upgrades, things start to get pretty juicy. With the equipment upgrade, the value of our product increases by just over 41%, and it also produces 33.3% faster overall. This means not including the price of buying supplies, supplies, this business will now make $83,000 per hour. That's 2.17 times more without the upgrade. But there are also other benefits as well that'll make it even more than 2.1 times. Firstly, now the total cost if we have a full acid lab is going to be $335,000. Not only that, but instead of having to wait 6 hours for our acid lab to be full, now it's going to happen in 4 hours. On top of that, normally, as I said earlier, it'll cost you 3.2 full supply bars to fill up your acid. Now it's only going to be 1.6. So let's calculate the profit. If we bought supplies for $60,000 each time, 1.6 full supply bars times $60,000 is $96,000 spent on supplies. The full acid lab is worth $335,000, meaning our profit is going to be $239,000 in exactly those 4 hours, which means our net profit will be $59,000 per hour. This is pretty damn good, and that actually ranks it right behind the Coke lockup, which will make you $63,000 per hour. But there are a few things we have to keep in mind. All of our sale missions for the acid lab are completely solo. We're not going to get multiple spawn vehicles, and we'll dive into this in a second. Another bonus this business has over the MC business is this little bench over here where we can increase our production speed every day or every 24 hours. You can use this production bench once. Once you do that, for the next half an hour or 30 minutes, your production speed is going to be doubled, which means during that half an hour, your acid lab is going to produce what you would normally make in an hour. So if you don't have the upgrade in that half an hour, it would make $38,000. If you have the upgrade, it would make $83,000. If you make sure you boost your acid lab once per day, it overtakes the Coke locker. Meaning in terms of passive businesses, the acid lab makes you the most money per hour in game. So that's how we make profit. But what if I told you you should be making even more than this? That's right, you can actually give yourself a 5% boost on all your acid sales just by giving your acid product a name. To do this, all you have to do is go into your interaction menu, go to your service vehicle, SKS, click on the acid lab, then just change your product name. You can change it to whatever you want, no matter what name. You will get a 5% bonus. And as you can see here, just me changing the name right there on the spot increases the value of my product by 5%. So make sure you actually do this. If you're not doing it, you're just costing yourself some money. Let's talk about the sell missions. All of your sell missions will take place on your delivery bike. That's right, no matter if you have 1 bar supplies or a full acid lab, you're only going to have that one sell vehicle. And I can't complain, it's pretty quick and a cool bike too. Much better than any of the vehicles we get in the MC or even bunker sell missions. Timer on these missions is 20 minutes, which means the mission is most likely designed to be completed in about 10 minutes. When compared to the MC businesses, this is a pretty damn good and a lot faster. Keep in mind that in your free shop, you can also upgrade and customize this delivery bike, meaning you can increase the handling, increase the speed, and make it look however you want. This is most certainly a win in my book. Another thing to note is if you complete these sell missions in a public session, you're going to be getting a high demand bonus or 2% extra money per player. Like you can see here, my acid lab was only supposed to be worth $335,000, but I got over $500,000 for this sale because I did it in a full public lobby. Not only that, but another bonus with this business is because it's not an MC business, you can set yourself up as a secure server VIP or CEO. Makes it a lot easier to sell in these public sessions. The reason for that is you can go off the radar and activate ghost organization for about 3 minutes. Yes, it's going to cost about $12,000 to $15,000 or whatever it is, but I'm more happy to accept the cost when I'm making an extra $170,000 per sale for selling in a public session. So there you have it. That's the acid lab. No, it doesn't make you as much money as the heist, but when it comes to passive businesses in GTA Online, this is one of the most certainly right at the top. Personally, this is one of my favorite businesses in the entire game, ranking right behind or maybe even tied with the nightclub. So I'll wrap up the video there. I hope this helped you out. I hope it helped you understand how this business works. I know all businesses in this game can be a bit confusing. If this helped, give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Alright, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Or not. I don't give a crap. Peace out.